Most people hate getting calls late at night. It's usually a wrong number or someone drunk or just a glitch in the system. But what if the caller wasn't a stranger? What if the voice on the other end was your own? This is the story of the midnight caller. And it's the reason I don't sleep anymore. It started about 3 weeks ago. At first I didn't think much of it. The phone rang in the middle of the night, an unknown number. I groggily reached for my phone, squinting at the screen. The clock read 3 a.m. sharp. I let it ring. Probably a wrong number, I told myself. But the next night it happened again. Same time. Same unknown number. This time I picked up. "Hello?" I whispered, my voice thick with sleep. Silence. Just faint static on the other end. I listened for maybe 30 seconds before hanging up. By the third night I was irritated. Same call. Same time. And when I answered, this time there was breathing. Heavy, slow, steady breathing. I froze, waiting for whoever it was to speak. They never did. The call ended by itself. I sat there in bed, staring at the phone in my hand, heart pounding. At first I thought it was some prank. Maybe a friend trying to mess with me. But the calls kept coming. On the fourth night I decided not to answer. 5 minutes later, another number rang. Then another. Each one different. Each one blocked after I hung up. No matter what I did, the calls kept coming. And always at exactly 3 a.m. During the day I could forget about it. But at night the dread grew. I found myself staring at the clock, waiting. My stomach would tighten as the minute hand crept closer to 3. And when the call came, I always picked up. I don't know why. Maybe curiosity. Maybe fear. One night when I answered, I heard something that made my skin crawl. It was my voice. Not a recording of anything I'd ever said. Not an impression. It was me. And it whispered, "I'm coming up the stairs." My body went rigid. My apartment only has one staircase. I live alone. I dropped the phone, scrambling out of bed, heart thundering. I locked the front door. I locked the windows. I turned on every light in the apartment and sat there until morning. No one came. But the next night it happened again. This time the voice whispered, "I'm at the door." Seconds later there were 3 slow knocks. I wanted to scream. I wanted to call the police. But what would I even say? My own voice is calling me at 3 a.m. They'd think I was insane. From that point on, the calls escalated. Sometimes the voice would whisper, "Don't turn around. I can see you." Or worse, it would whisper my own address. I stopped sleeping. My hands shook constantly from exhaustion. My coworkers asked if I was sick. I just told them I was tired. But inside I was unraveling. One night, desperate, I turned my phone completely off. I placed it on the kitchen counter and sat on the couch with a knife in my hand. At 3 a.m. sharp, the phone began to ring. The phone I had turned off. The sound echoed through the apartment, drilling into my skull. I forced myself to answer. And this time, the voice wasn't whispering. It was calm, cold, clear. "I'm inside." The call cut off. And in the silence that followed, I heard it, the slow creak of my bedroom door opening. I lunged for the hallway light, flicking it on. The room was empty. The door stood half open, swaying as if someone had just slipped through it. My chest heaved as I pressed the phone to my ear and whispered, "Who are you?" For the first time, the voice responded with something new. "I'm you. The part that doesn't sleep. The part you can't ignore anymore." Then the line went dead. Since that night, things have only gotten worse. When I pass a mirror, sometimes my reflection moves just a second too slow. When I lie in bed, I hear breathing that isn't mine. And sometimes, I feel the weight of someone lying down beside me. I don't know how much longer I can take this. But I do know one thing. Tonight, when the phone rings at 3 a.m., I won't answer. Because I'm terrified that this time the voice on the other end won't just sound like me. It will be me, standing right behind you. So, what would you do if your own voice called you in the middle of the night? Tell me in the comments below. And if you're brave enough, join me tomorrow for another story. But remember, some stories don't end when the video does.